that was an abbreviated version of the Fleetwood Mac classic, The Chain. So I'm playing with standard tuning, except I've got a capo on the 2nd fret of 5 strings. So I'm capoing the A through to the top E string, okay, on 2, and leaving the bottom E string open, okay. Now the original recording features a mix of 2 guitars, so this is just my 1 guitar version, okay. So I started with this. So I'm playing this finger style, and generally I'm using my thumb on the E, A and D strings, okay, and when I'm playing the G string I play with my 1st finger, the B string with my 2nd finger, and the E string with my 3rd. So that's generally how I play a finger style. You know, sometimes you find I'm switching around, but as a kind of rule, that's the way I'd play it. So I start with basically, so I'm playing, so what I'm doing is an open E, and then the 4th fret, a B. Now because I'm playing with the capo, sometimes people would say 2nd fret, okay, but it'll get confusing because I've still got 1 string open. So whenever I say a fret, it's always the real fret relative to the nut, not the capo. So this B here is on 4, okay, so just to clear that up. So I start open 4, 2, that's the capo, 1 on B, so then a D on 5 on the A string, back to that B note on 4, so, and then these 2 notes together, a B and an F sharp, both provided by the capo. So the A and the E string. So we've got so again, we've got 2 guitars on the record, but you can basically hear in the bass you've got something that's got that kind of going on, and then in the kind of top part you've got that kind of thing going on. Put them together, okay. So basically there we've got an E9 chord, okay, because we've got an E, a B, an E, a B, a D, the 7th, an F sharp the 9th, but no 3rd, okay, but it sounds great. Okay, we've also got a D there, which is another 7th. And then we've got, it all carries on now quite in a similar way. So I'm now playing open, 4, open with capo on the D string, back to that 1, 1st finger, sorry, on 3, on the B string, playing the bottom E again, then just playing these 3 strings together, my thumb and 2 fingers, and hammering to 5 on the B string and E, back to that bottom note, and then the 1st phrase again, and then again twice a little variation of the 2nd phrase. So basically I'm playing open 4, 2 with the capo, 3 with my 1st finger there on the B string, bottom string, and then this time I play this twice, not once, with the hammer. So, and again, so I played that twice, and then we've got a variation of the 1st phrase. So I'm playing So I'm just adding a couple of extra notes at the end. So instead of playing, I'm just adding at the end of that phrase a 4 on the G string, and then I'm playing 3, okay, my first finger, and an open with the capo E, so D and E. So we've got those together. So I'm just adding that to the end, okay, of the first phrase. Now, of course, remember, because this is 2 guitars, you don't have to play it exactly like this. You can find your own way of just trying to emulate that intro. But that's what works for me. And then we've got this one again. Okay, so just what we played earlier. And then again, what I'm playing here is this little phrase. So I'm playing open E and 4 and 5, and then a little pull off, 5 to 2, 5 to 2, and then bottom string and 4 and 5 on G and B strings together, quite snappy, and just cut that off. Yeah. Okay. So that's the intro section. Again, find your own variation, whatever works for you. You know, how you can best play it on the one guitar. Okay, and then we're into the verse, and so what I'm playing is, we've got this. So I'm playing open 2 with the capo on D, B on 4, E on 5 on the G and B strings. Then I'm playing 3 on the bottom string and just pulling off to an open E. Listen to the wind blow. Yeah. Yeah. Then we've got basically we've got an A7 chord here. So I'm playing 5, okay, and then an open G string, well, capo on the G, and so we've got G and B strings, and 5 on the E string, back to the G string, then 3 on the E string. Okay. Then we've got a D6 chord. So I'm just playing that 5 on the A string. We've got the capo on the G string, so that's open. Then 7 and 7 on the B and E strings. Back to the G string, back to the B string. So like that. Then we got, so the next one we've got a C6 chord. So I'm playing that 3 and 5 together. Then we've got the string, the G string with the capo on 2. Then the D string with the again on 2 with the capo, and 5 on the B string. Then again that pull off, and just switching fingers to 4 and 5. So slowly, yeah. So we've got, so and then I just repeat that first riff that we played on the verse. Okay, and then that repeats, that section repeats, and then we're into the chords for the chorus, which is an A minor, and if so an E minor, C, D, A minor, C, D. Okay, so on the playthrough at the start, I didn't go through the second verse and chorus because we're just basically playing the same thing. But then I went into the kind of section before the instrumental, which I played after the chorus. Never break the chain. So we got. So. I'm going from a E, B, E, so that's 2 with the capo, 4, 5, and just moving that up a semitone, okay, to 5 and 5, then the F sharp open with the capo, and then picking, so I'm picking the E, B, G string, and then moving my finger back down to 4, and then again repeating, moving it back up to C. So slowly. And then again, and then just hold that a little bit, and then we got a little extra one. So I'm just playing E string, B string, G string, E string, G string, B string, E string, move down a semitone, G string, and just let that hang, and then that takes us into the outro section. So we'll take a look at the guitar part for that next, and then the bass. The outro section's great to have a jam, so I'm basically playing in the style of what Lindsey Buckingham's playing. I'm not trying to do it exactly, but I'm starting on E, on 5 on the B string, and an open E. And that just builds up, and then I slide it up to, again, E and E, but this time 17 on the B string and open E. And then I'm just sort of rocking this G to E on 20 on the B string, back to 17. Okay, and then we're going into a kind of more classic kind of solo section, and basically playing the E blues scale on 17, 15, 17, and bending 17 up to 19. So I've got an A to a B bend, and it just holds that bend for quite a long time before letting it back down. So just go back down those notes. And then again, it's nice just at the end of the song to have a good old blast, a good old jam section. So if you use the E blues scale, okay, just around 12, 14, 12, 14, got blue note there, B flat, 15, 12, 15, 12, 15, then second position, played earlier, 15, 17, 15, 17, okay, or 16 as well on G. That all fits around the end of the song, so you can have a nice little jam section at the end of this classic song. Next, let's take a look at the bass part. I added some extra bass on the intro and verse just to fill out the sound. On the intro, I was just playing an E on 7 on the A string, and then on the verse, just E again, to A on 5 on the E string, to D on 5 on the A string, to C on 3, back to E, and just playing that on the verse, and then the bass does kick in on the chorus with repeat. So I'm just playing 5, A, and then I slide that up by sort of use my third finger on 7, sliding to 12, 12, 10, 8, E, D, C, back to D on 10, and just repeat that on the chorus. And then go to the verse chorus, and then after the second chorus, I'm just playing some open E's while the guitar plays a little melody, and then we're into the famous bass riff. So I'm starting on A, on 5, on the E string, then 5, 7, 8, 7, 5, A, B, C, B, A. I'm shifting position to 3, 5, and then a B on 2, or however you want to play it. So 2 on the A string, open E. Now I could play it with open strings, open, 2, 3, open, open, 2, 3, 2, open, 3, open, 2, open. That's an alternative. But the reason I was playing it on 5 is because you can hear sometimes there's a slide to the A note. And then it just picks up, so you just... Just have fun with it. It's a great one to jam to. So enjoy Fleetwood Mac and The Chain. Thanks for watching, buddies.